So in this video, I wanted to talk about what happened after I uploaded the last video. And none of you are really going to be surprised by what happened, but I guess it makes sense for me to go over it a little bit. So, so basically, I made the video while I was at the mall. Now, what I didn't tell you guys about is what happened not long after I made the video. So after I made this video, it was a little like, so after I made this video, the security comes over, and there were two security guards, and they waited until I was literally about to leave. Okay, I was fucking getting up and I was about to go. So they come over and then they asked me, am I about to leave? And they knew I was about to leave because they could see it. So they asked me if I was about to leave. And then they get into some shit like, they tried to just fucking just get into some shit about like how long I was there and just, all this bullshit, like all this bullshit that it was supposed to basically piss me off and shit. And they were basically just antagonizing me the whole time because those cocksuckers are fucking stalkers and shit. So like you guys already know. So that happened, and I mean, I've dealt with gang stalkers all day long, so it's not a big deal for me to deal with those pieces of shit, to be honest. It's not a big deal. I deal with fucking idiot gang stalkers day in and out, so it's a part of life. But, that's not like the whole thing that's not everything that I want to talk about. So I don't really like to, so like in some of the videos I make, I can understand why people would have a problem with me inserting any kind of belief system into something. That is complicated. It's a complicated. It's a difficult situation to be in. To kind of be honest with you guys, I probably wouldn't want someone to insert a belief system into something like this. So like when you hear people talk about God, these people probably are full of shit, if I'm to be honest. So I don't like, the last thing you guys need, in my opinion, is for some fucking agent of some fucking cult person to try to bullshit you into some stupid shit. Like, these cocksuckers are a bunch of fucking, I don't know what they are. I mean, some of them are. I mean, I definitely don't want to be that. So that's why in a lot of these videos, I keep telling people that I don't like pushing agendas on you guys, because that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have these fucking phony ass fucking people who are just like saying all this shit. Like, so the point is that it's not about whether this is real. So when you talk about a belief system, that's self-discovery on your end. That's not something that I can give you. That's your own self-discovery. You have to be the one who figures out what's going on. You have to be the one who decides that whether God exists. You have to be the one who decides all this stuff. So I'm not going to be the guy who tells you everything, because it's not my place to tell you anything. So you'll have these people and they'll be like, all calm and shit. And they'll be like, oh, the church, the church. And, oh, let's pray. And, dude, do I really need to tell you guys? Do I need to tell you guys? These people, they're phony as shit. They have these actors. They hire actors or some fucking cult people. These people, they don't know piss about spirituality. They don't know piss about spirituality. So there are two things that you got to remember. The first is that there's a difference between religion and spirituality. These people are religious. So religion is more of a cult, because it's not connected to anything bigger. It's like they can read the Bible and turn it into whatever the hell they want to turn it into. They'll say, oh, let's pray. Those are the ones who manipulate you. They're manipulating you and they're trying to control you. And there's nothing spiritual about that. And then there are people who are spiritual, and spiritual is more of an awakening that comes from within. So if a person is pushing some bullshit on you, like how you get on fucking, like on YouTube, let me give you an example. If I mention religion, YouTube literally responds to the fact that I'm covering that topic, and you'll have all these cocksuckers from fucking YouTube flooding my stream on YouTube out of fucking nowhere, oh, like, oh, let's pray together, and oh, lordy, 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 blah, 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 blah. You know, no one needs that shit. No one needs that shit. It's not helping you. You don't need that shit. No, so I mean, the point is, what the fuck is that doing? So when I've been out here, and let me tell you what the gang stalkers would do. The gang stalkers would be fucking like, oh, they're talking about church and shit with me. They'd be like, oh, let's pray, and oh, Lordy, Lord, His Lord is so good to us. He's so good to us. And you know, all that bullshit. And these would be the fucking gang stalkers. These would be the fucking gang stalkers. I mean, these people, everything that happens is bullshit. Everything that happens in your life is bullshit. You have to. There has to be self-discovery from within. The only discovery you're going to get is from within. So that's why my goal is to try to give you tools to overcome gang stalking and not push bullshit on you. When people are, the world is pushing bullshit on you, the world is holding you back, the world is screwing with you. You have every fucking body doing it. You have the dirty cops. You have a church. You have a fucking church. Let me tell you guys something. There's a church in every fucking corner. There's a church in every corner out this motherfucker. You think those pieces of shit in a fucking church have anything to do with God? The entire fucking community is full of gang stalkers. They're flooding the church. Flooding it. Right? You guys feeling that shit? So, if you guys want to believe in it, that's great, but if that shit needs to come from within, and you got to have some sort of awakening within or some shit like that, man, do not turn your back on these motherfucking people. That's why, man, dude, it seems like every fucking body's in on that shit, dude, like everybody. That's why I want to make this one thing clear, and I've just made this video simply to talk about this. Everything, and especially social media, is trying to fucking control and manipulate you. I mean, every fucking thing. And they want to make it seem like God, but it's not God. It's them fucking with you. And they can, anything you do, and if you don't believe me, you can test it, man. Like, fucking start researching that shit, and then they'll just, like, Google will flood your shit with all this bullshit, and they'll try to manipulate you. It's basically how it is, man. That's why a lot of people really don't like religion, because of what the people did with it. So if these motherfuckers were really about that fucking God shit, most likely your situation wouldn't even fucking exist, because they had control over it. They're manipulative sociopaths. That's why, in the end, I want to make this one thing clear, dude. I'm not pushing shit on anybody. I'm really not. That's some shit. That's why yesterday I made 2 videos. One of them talked about spirituality and the other didn't. And I continue to do that. So I want to give you guys different perspectives, because, you know, these manipulative sons of bitches that you fucking deal with within the church and all this shit, they're all involved. You can't trust anybody, especially phony fucking religious people. So that is something that I definitely want to put out there. And you guys, I have a video that talks about why you shouldn't trust them, and it's not like, you know, it's just basically what I'm saying now, except it goes into different topics. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, okay? Do not trust fucking people. Don't trust their bullshit. Don't trust any fucking thing they say. Don't trust the church. You just can't trust shit anymore. You can trust yourself and your own intuition, and I guess that's gonna have to be enough for you. With that said, let me go ahead and close.